position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease. It's Randall. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Not much doubt that Clemson and Texas turned in one of the best first-round playoff games on campus last year. Can you believe that was their first meeting ever?
It was amazing to think about that. 2 storied programs last year going at it for the first time. When I think back to that game, all the injuries Texas had to overcome. 2 guys on the offensive line. Quintravion Reisner went out in that game, and still, Sark and Texas were able to overcome and win.
And Dabo, after that point, has made some changes, right? Goes to the portal, replaces his defensive coordinator, so this defense can get back to the Clemson defenses of old.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Snagged out of the air. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They think there's room to run to the right here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's...
There he goes. Quick step and go. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. On the ground, it's Randall. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen. Playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Trying to find his man in the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's cut. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Give to the running back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. And that one's incomplete.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach is
he's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
they run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out when they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and running QB, and so many things to look at.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Here's a heat. Turning it on. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
They go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point. and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And as he throws, picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Dances away. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll go to the ground. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Caught. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Randall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Finds a man in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Rush is on him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it in. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room, you're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the returner is stopped. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. 3rd down. And they're at the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got his man. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Bring in the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, trying to scramble, you're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the run.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They boot it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Complete to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the left. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, this running back has been the only guy having Sims touch the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. This time they'll go to the running game. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They punted away on 4th down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. There he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as...
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown. Push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, what a play.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his feet to buy time. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and now trailing.